You're strange. I still wish I was prettier, though. I secretly dream of being a princess.
I'm relieved. Otherwise, my world would be threatened.
Date me.
No.
Date me.
No.
I'm suddenly uncool. I don't know what happened.
Making a joke of you would be tempting, but I fear my friends are too fickle and I would end up on the outside.
It would be a miracle if I graduate.
I am pregnant.
I do not know where I will go or what I will do, but I will always be popular.
You will one day pretend you dated me.
I'm insecure, so I mock you one last time.
These are the moments I will treasure.
These are the moments I will try to forget.
These are the moments I will forget.
I hope the future will be better.
I know the future will be better.
We will all look back and laugh. Ha ha ha.
Sally Fortune.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking pregnant by high school graduation. That equals a failure and a disgrace. She must be a desperate slut. She has no future. You're all thinking it. I can tell by now, from people's eyes, whether or not they see a huge belly with a girl that just happens to be attached to it, or if they see me. The only person who has ever seen me is Chad. All I wanted throughout high school was to be accepted and loved for me. And when I realized I couldn't get that from my parents or my fellow classmates, I didn't know what to do. Until I realized that having this body, well, not in this state, but having this body gave me all the attention I could ever need. From boys, sure they used me, but I was in. And I figured, now I can be me, and they'll like me. Let me warn all you girls out there. Sluttiness is a trap. Once you're in, you can't get out. I can see Chad in the back looking at me. I feel so bad. I wish I could give him my diploma. Both of us, failures. We are getting as far away from this high school as possible. Our child needs to be in an environment where no one will judge him or her based on the parents' mistakes. I made mistakes. He made mistakes. And we probably still are making mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. But the difference between you and me is, I see the person behind the mistake. You see the mistake. And there is no life that is a mistake.
Stephen Griswold.
From day one, I was the golden boy. The kids bound for great things, they'd say. A doctor, a lawyer, a physicist. I was primed at birth to be one of those kids who labeled as smart. And smart I was. Each day before I'd come home to do my math flashcards, my practice tests, and my cello scales, well, before starting my homework, mind you, I'd spend the day in class, my hand incessantly in the air, annoying my classmates. "You're so smart, Stephen. You're going to be famous someday, Stephen," the teachers would say, as I'd march off grinning to hand in the next assignment. "Who is that kid? He's so weird," the kids would say. Myself, of course, curled up whenever book I was reading. I guess I never realized how unhappy I was until that one summer right before 8th grade. I was sent to summer camp. This wasn't the normal summer camp I was used to, where we'd solve math problems all day, and practice for the SATs. This was to sleep in cabins and sing songs around campfires for sort of summer camp. But there were no grades or notebooks to curl up with. Suddenly I was wide open and exposed to the world that the teachers never let me be a part of. I suddenly heard everything that was said to me, and how people looked at me and saw that smart kid, and left it at that. Of course, there was also the summer I met Louise. Louise Mariah York. As beautiful to the ear as she was to the eye. She was a dancer and a poet with skin like porcelain and a voice that was fresh air to the senses. After spending the summer with her, I knew that that was what I wanted for the rest of my life. But I knew that no book or equation was going to make me good enough to have that. I could rattle off concertos and recite Latin, but I couldn't be a person. Not like the kids who run laughing down the hallway to sit together at lunch or walk hand in hand before they went home. That was something I'd grown up apart from. I didn't know the first thing about it. Now, by the time I got to high school, I'd seen both sides of the fence. But I knew that the chances of falling flat on my face and humiliating myself were far less than behind a book. So there I stayed. Occasionally, I'd peer up from the book covers to see the popular kids laugh, the artist's dream, and the lover's cry. But nobody looked back. As I sat high up there in smart kid land, I wanted to scream out and tell them who I was. What about me? Who cares about these books and these grades and these awards? There's more to me than the Science Olympiad or the valedictorian. What about Steve Griswold? What if I had something that just might impress you, that you just might want to laugh at me about, and God forbid talk about at the lunch table? What if that had happened? Maybe then you would have liked me and I would have liked me. You wouldn't have to pretend you dated me or make up stories about the parties we went to together. Maybe then it would all mean something. Maybe I'm just wasting my time.
Michael Riggs.
Yeah, so why does everybody think I'm so funny? Because I'm not. I'm being dead serious. If I'm funny, then so is crying babies. Or dead puppies. Or AIDS. Yeah. So, the other day, I was walking into class and I dropped my pencil. And this girl, Sally, was like, "Oh, Michael, you're so funny." As if I knew her or something. I picked up the pencil and said, "Do you know what I think is funny? Your face."
Mike Leary.